This is how I'm gonna get to Immortal with my warm-up routine. And when I hit Immortal, I'm gonna be quitting Valorant afterwards. Permanently. So I'm currently Diamond in Valorant, just D-rank from D2. And yes, it sounds high because it's above Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Plat, but it's nowhere near the level of Immortals, Radiants, and Esports Pros. My skill level cannot match those players. So I want to get better at an aspect of my gameplay that I've always struggled the most, my aim. I'm usually a sprayer, and I don't really shoot the head, you know? I'm more of a spam my gun, 4 body shots, running gun, and all that bullshit. So to prevent that from happening, I'm going to be using an aim routine that helps me actually hit my shots and take me to Immortal so I can finally quit this game and play something else. This aim routine is loosely based off of Compecky's aim routine, but I made a few changes. So I start off with aim labs. Yeah, I know, aim labs. And contrary to a lot of what people say, it actually does work. Obviously, the best practice is in game, but if you want to lose your RR in like 5 seconds, you better start playing aim labs instead. And don't worry, I also use in-game stuff. So I also use the range and death matches. So don't worry, I use everything. For me, at least, you kind of have to know how you're feeling before you even get on your PC. So this is normally my rule of thumb. If I'm sleepy, I'm hitting aim labs plus the range and deathmatch. If I'm energized, I'm hitting the range plus deathmatch. If I'm tired, I'm hitting the range only. Just to note, normally if you are tired, you should probably not play ranked at all. 9 out of 10 times, you're not gonna win. And even if you do, you normally don't get better at the game. And I made that mistake a lot. And actually, that's the reason why I'm in Diamond 1 and not in Diamond 2 right now. So don't gamble your ranked matches and play when you're not tired of shit. Okay, let's keep going. So I use the Voltaic Valorant Fundamentals medium, and pretty much everything is in 3s. We start off with Stray Sphere, where you're just, you know, tracking shit. And then we're doing a Just Track, where you're doing the same thing, except that you're adding vertical movement. And then we have 3T Wide, which is a shooting one. Then we have Barry Tactic Small, which is another shooting one. And then Hip Fire Small, which is another shooting one. Then Small Flicks helps you with your little flicks left and right. Dynamic Reflex is really good for your tracking. And Speed Switch Click is probably like everything combined. Yeah, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes because there's 8 different exercises that you have to do 3 times. So 8 times 3, 24. And then afterwards, there's always some like downtime in between like each task. Like you're probably gonna like take your time looking at your stats and stuff like that. So it takes about an extra like about 6 minutes. And if you need to like, you know, take a little break, that's where like the extra 6 minutes comes in. That's where the about 30 minutes of aim training comes in. After that though, I normally recommend taking a break. Okay, so after you aim train, take like 2 minutes, like just off. Okay, because if you go straight into the range and stuff, most of the time you're gonna get really tired, and there's like a curve of like your attention to detail, right? So after at that point, you're gonna be like, ugh, and it's just mid. If I'm feeling it, like I don't even hit aim labs, like I just go straight into a game. But that's only when I'm feeling it, and I know when I'm feeling it. So yeah, most of the times I am a really sleepy person. So like normally when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what do? I just hit aim labs. Next, we have the range. So when we go into the range, normally what I do in the range is I normally go in and I start off shooting the bots. I basically practice my flicks, transferring my aim lab stuff to Valorant, and it really helps because it actually it transfers your skills, so it makes the aim lab stuff not useless. After that, I also do a little bit of the flicking practice for fun. Honestly, it's not that helpful, so I don't recommend doing it, but I do it anyways. And then afterwards, I practice my movement, so I dead zone side to side. And then afterwards, after I dead zone, I sometimes try to actually practice my counter strafing by shooting the same spot while moving. Just saying, if this is way too hard for you, try to dead zone. Just dead zone. Just take your time and dead zone side to side. Doing the shit where you have to shoot in one spot is really hard, and you could fuck it up a lot. So I really don't recommend it for most people that are not if you're in gold, don't do that shit, bro. If you're in plat, yeah, start. There's supposed to be some other tasks in the range, but ever since Valorant console came out, they removed a lot. So now the only thing left we have is deathmatch. So you load into a deathmatch and you choose one thing that you're not really good at and hyper focus on it. The goal of deathmatch is to improve. So whether it is your movement, your aim, your headshots, your crosshair placement, choose something and just try to focus on that for that death matches. I don't recommend playing too much deathmatch because at that point you've been warming up for almost an hour, and dude, that's a lot of time. After that, definitely just go into a ranked match and you get to practice everything that you learned right before then and apply it in game. So I also mentioned earlier that I want to quit playing Valorant after I hit Immortal, and that's true. I feel like Valorant just doesn't have that much substance other than its esports and ranked matches, and I'm a competitive player, so I don't care for the casual stuff that they put out. I like to win, and I want to be good at things. So after I hit Immortal with this warm-up routine, I'm going to be switching to another game that I like and see if I can hit the top 1% in that game too. I want to master every game that's out there. When it comes to other games, I'm pretty dog shit, like, I'm not gonna lie. The only other games that I have a rank on is R6, and I peaked gold on that shit. So eventually I want to come back to that game and reach Diamond 1, which is the second highest rank in that game. And yeah, that's pretty much it, just to address what I said earlier. And I hope you guys use this warm-up routine. Try to do it every day. If you can't, unlucky, but you're gonna hit a new ceiling with this warm-up routine, because I know when I did it, I shot up to Ascendant. So good luck, and I'll see you next time. Peace.